All right, let's jump right in. We all think we know lavender, right? It's that familiar, calming scent you find in soaps and candles. But what if I told you its most powerful qualities have almost nothing to do with just smelling nice? In this explainer, we're going to unlock the really practical, science-backed uses of this incredible herb.
So, let me ask you, do you think lavender is just a pretty scent? A simple one-note fragrance? Because if you do, well, we're about to see that thinking of it that way is kind of like calling a smartphone a fancy calculator. There is so much more under the hood.
I mean, just look at this list. We're talking about one single plant that can soothe a migraine, keep moths out of your closet, be the secret ingredient in your baking, help you get a better night's sleep, clear up your skin, and freshen your laundry. The versatility here is just staggering. And that's exactly why it's earned this amazing nickname, the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Honestly, it's the perfect way to describe it. It feels like it has a different tool for almost any situation you can think of. You know, its usefulness is even baked right into its name. Lavender actually comes from the Latin root lavare, which literally means to wash. The ancient Romans, Greeks, and Egyptians all used it to purify their bodies and homes, tying it directly to cleanliness and health from the very beginning. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at how lavender can calm the mind and body. Then, we'll shift to its uses for a healthier, fresher home. And we'll finish up with its super surprising role in the kitchen, before we hit the key takeaways. All right, first up, a calmer mind and body. This is where we get to see how this ancient herb gives us some very real solutions for our very modern wellness challenges. Okay, now this is where things get really interesting, because we're not just talking about some vague, calming vibe. We're talking hard science. Studies have actually shown that taking lavender oil in capsules can significantly reduce anxiety. It has these active compounds that work on the brain. And get this, some research found the effects were comparable to certain prescription anti-anxiety meds, but without some of the same side effects. And the benefits just keep rolling in. For sleep, breathing it in has been shown to improve sleep quality. If you get headaches, one study found that just 15 minutes of inhaling the oil actually reduced migraine severity. And for pain, wow, a lavender oil massage has even been used to help reduce pain for cancer patients undergoing really tough treatment. So what about this number? 44%. What's that about? Well, in this one fascinating study on alopecia, which is a condition that causes hair loss, 44% of the patients who massaged a blend of essential oils, including lavender, into their scalps for 7 months saw significant improvement in their hair growth. And its power for your skin is just as impressive. Its antimicrobial properties make it a great gentle fighter against acne. It can soothe burns and help wounds heal faster by actually telling your skin to produce more collagen, which is basically the scaffolding for new skin. It can even provide relief for chronic stuff like eczema and psoriasis. Okay, let's switch gears and see how all this translates into practical uses around the house. We're talking a healthier, fresher home, from pest control all the way to natural cleaning. And you know, this isn't some new age trend. This quote is from 1931. It just goes to show you that for generations, people have known that lavender's scent pulls double duty. It makes your linens smell amazing while also protecting them from pests. It's a seriously time-tested household hack. So how can you actually put this to work? It's so simple. You can toss little sachets of dried lavender in your drawers to keep moths away. A diffuser, or even just planting it near your patio, can help deter flies and mosquitoes. And you can wipe down wood furniture with a cloth and a couple of drops of lavender oil to clean it and help protect the wood. And here's the most important part. This isn't just about covering up odors. Lavender's real practical power comes from the fact that it's naturally antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antiviral. So when you use it to clean, you're actually disinfecting surfaces. It all comes right back to its Latin root, lavare, to wash. And you can totally make your own powerhouse tool for this. To make a lavender-infused oil, all you have to do is put some dried flowers in a jar, cover them completely with an oil like olive or coconut, seal it up, and just let it sit for a few weeks. Then you just strain the flowers out. It's seriously that easy. All right, now for our final section, and maybe the most surprising one of all, the culinary twist. Because yes, you can absolutely eat lavender, and it's delicious. Okay, but wait, super important safety note here. You have to use what's called culinary grade lavender.
This just means it's a specific variety that's been grown to be eaten, no pesticides. The stuff you find in a decorative potpourri bag is absolutely not for your food.
The range this stuff has in the kitchen is just incredible. On the sweet side, think simple syrups for lemonades, infused ice cream, or shortbread cookies. But it also shines in savory dishes, like in herbed butters or as a key ingredient in that classic French spice blend, herbes de Provence. And even here, it's still a multitasker. As a slightly bitter herb, lavender can actually help get your digestion going. It's also what's known as a carminative, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps with gas and can soothe nausea. So its culinary use ties right back to its wellness properties. See, it all connects. So let's bring this all home with our key takeaways. I think the big picture is pretty clear by now. Lavender is so much more than just a pretty scent. This slide really sums it all up, doesn't it? For your mind and body, it's a tool for anxiety, sleep, headaches, and skincare. For your home and garden, it's an insect repellent, a freshener, and a cleaner. And in the kitchen, it's a unique flavor and a digestive aid, a true utility player. And we're going to end with this crucial reminder because it is so important. To use all these practical benefits safely, please, always use culinary-grade lavender for food, always dilute essential oils before putting them on your skin, and never, ever ingest essential oils directly. They're super concentrated and can be toxic if you swallow them. You know, this whole exploration just leaves me with one final question. If lavender has this much practical power hiding just beneath its pleasant smell, what other natural powerhouses are out there hiding in plain sight, just waiting for us to rediscover them?